Welcome to Chapter 6 Business Setup. In this chapter, I will be going over the basic steps you need to take to set up a marketing agency and its website. Now, it's important to be perceived as a legit agency when prospecting potential clients for your digital asset website. Remember that. All right, let's get straight into it. So, what you want to do when you're creating your business is to have it reflect a true marketing agency. Nowadays, people don't want to work with independent contractors. They rather work with an established agency that has a proven track record. Remember that. Now, you're going to have to prove to them that you're not a scam artist because the first thing that small business owners think when they hear internet marketing or SEO is that it's a big scam and that you're just going to take their money. You really want to be perceived as an established marketing agency rather than an individual behind the computer working for him or herself. It's just human nature that people will trust agencies over independent contractors. So here's some things to think about. First, you really want to have a branded website that has the same colors, the same marketing scheme, the same kind of copy used on all the stuff that you're going to send the prospective client. They want to look at that site and see that it's a trusted site and that this business is going to work out between the two of you. Now, also, you want to have your domain branded along with the website so it all blends together nicely. Now, with the email, I found that GoDaddy has the best prices for business emails. So go take a look. It's pretty easy to set up. That's what I recommend. And when the client is on your site, you want to have at least 5 or 6 good projects in your portfolio so they see that you're not just some kind of rookie that's looking to find a client or two just to make a quick dollar. So for coming up with a brand company name, you really just want to be creative. You're in the SEO and marketing niche, so tie something together that flows and sounds good. Just think of like first page ranking company or something like that. Now, after you've gotten your name down, you need to go and get a business account set up so you can manage your payments and get legit and professional. Now, you don't need to do this when you're starting out, but as you start getting into the thousands of dollars of sales and starting to deal with lots of clients, you really want to do things the right way as far as taxes goes and all that. So get your company name registered with the state, get a DBA, and then go out and file for a bank account somewhere. As far as your company website goes, it's pretty easy to spot an authoritative SEO company over a shady one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some examples right here. So this first company, Pacific 54, is a really nice branded website. You see here they got the colors and some really nice graphics for you to look at. It's easy on the eye. It just looks overall really professional. It shows you some of the services they do, and it's really laid out really well. I really like this website. So this will be a good example to mimic if you can. And this theme they're using is probably just a theme you can buy off ThemeForest, and they're really not that hard to make. So just remember that too. Now this one, SEO1800.com, it's another good branded site. They're using the orange and the blue together really well, and it's really clean. And it just really makes it feel like it's an established SEO company. Even though this could be just some dude behind the computer, you never know. But to us, it looks legit. So this is an example of a bad looking SEO website. It just looks really shady. There's no branding. The information is organized horribly, and it looks just like a standard WordPress blog. So I would never give money to these people if they asked me to. Just look at this. You just want to use your judgment and look at your company from the eyes of the client and see if you would trust the company. Now let me go ahead and show you how to find a good theme on the website themeforest.net. It's not that hard to find a theme that looks like a good branded agency. So let's go ahead and take a look. So here's the website themeforest.net, and it's pretty much where I buy all my WordPress themes for all my clients. Now what you're going to do is just simply click on the WordPress logo right here and go down to corporate. And all of these themes are pretty much laid out for a corporate website or a marketing agency. So let's just go ahead and click the first one here. And you'll see it's pretty much laid out just like the ones I showed you in the previous examples. Just a full screen layout, has all your services, all your services, and it's just a good looking theme. So what you want to do is just go through about 10 to 20 of these themes and find one that's going to suit you for your business and just build on that. Now with business cards, just put a little extra money into them. I'm talking around $50 to $75 and get some good quality cards. Now the company I use on the internet is Zazzle.com. Now I've spent hours to their website and check them out. So just put in the time. Now perception is reality in everything we do here. You are judged within the first 5 seconds of meeting someone. So make sure your first impression is the best it can be. That's the best advice I can give you. Now with your website, focus on having custom pictures, branded colors, and a good video on the homepage. Now you don't just want to grab generic photos. Use photos of the town that you're in. For example, if your city has a pier by the ocean, use a photo of the pier in the main slider and around the website. Get the feel for the site to reflect the city that your website address is in. Now go ahead and throw a couple testimonials on the homepage as well. Just make it seem as legit and real as possible for the user. I like to go ask friends to go to my business Yelp page and Google listing and leave some reviews. You just want the overall feel to be there for the user on your website. Okay, so the merchant service I use for all of my company service charges and payment plans is PayPal Payment Standard Pro. Now, people trust PayPal, and I like to position my services as being backed by a legitimate source of banking and PayPal. So when you tell someone if they ever want to cancel your service and feel uncomfortable, they can also hit up PayPal for any questions about how they are going to be charged. Now, when you are setting up a business account with PayPal and talk to them over the phone, never tell them that you are doing SEO. Just say you work on marketing with local companies and just keep it simple and brief. If they find out that you're an SEO, they're going to label you as doing sketchy businesses and sometimes don't want to approve you for their program. Now what I'm going to do right now is log into my PayPal Standards Pro account and show you a demo of how to set up a recurring payment plan and get the link and send it to the client. It's pretty simple, but I just want to walk you through it so you get the gist of it. Okay, so I logged into my PayPal account and I'm in the merchant section, and it's pretty simple. I'm just going to click here to create a new payment button. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on the subscription. And then once I'm in here, I'm going to write for what digital asset this is. So let's just say digital asset number 1. I'm going to scroll down. Billing amount each cycle. Let's say you get them on a, let's say $300 a month cycle. So it's going to be per month. And if the contract is 6 months, you're going to put 6 months here. If it's a year, you're going to put 12 months. And just scroll down, and under here under customize, do you need your customer's shipping address? No. And let's click this one right here. When they finish their checkout, you're going to have a landing page set up that just says thank you, just so they get confirmed that everything went through and everything's fine. So let's go ahead and create the button, and what you want to do is grab this link right here and just email them this link. So let's see what this link does. So it shows here the description is your digital asset number 1, and the terms $300 each month for 12 installments. So that's a 12-month contract. So it shows here the total amount. And for them to purchase this, they can either log into a PayPal account that they own and just sign up, or they could put a credit card on file and just go from there. And that's why I like this, because you're using PayPal, which is a very trusted source, and they're going to feel confident enough to give PayPal their credit card for this package. Now here is why it's just a big hassle to deal with some other third-party merchants besides PayPal. To sign up with them, it's just a huge process where you have to give them your social security, they got to do a lot of checks, bank checks, and it's just a big mess. There's also some high monthly fees, and they charge you a lot more than PayPal does. And the most important thing is that clients don't recognize these random merchant sites, so a great sell is to just say, hey, I'm putting the charge on PayPal. If there's a dispute, for some reason you can't get a hold of me, you can always contact PayPal and they'll settle it right away. So it just gives them that extra assurance of safety when they're doing business with you. And it also is a great selling point.